Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Cider Pop Central and another edition to Fruity February. We've already done Rich's Blackcurrant, we've already done Garden Cider's Berry and Cherry, and now we are definitely delving into more of the Cider Pop territory with the next few reviews. And actually the next two flavours come from the same place, Aldi. So this one that I'm trying now intrigues me but slightly worries me, and the next one, well, kind of terrifies me a little bit, mainly because I've had that flavour combination already and it wasn't good. But today, we are trying out a bottle of their specially selected Gooseberry and Elderflower cider pop. So, Elderflower, I've had quite a few infused ciders with Elderflower and a few Elderflower cider pops, and it's always been a sort of a fine balance between really good tasting and just absolutely abhorrent. I've had some of the best Elderflower infused ciders on the channel, and I've had some that have just been some of the worst drinks I've ever had. So it'll be interesting to see what this one is going to be like, but with the inclusion of gooseberry. Now, the reason I'm intrigued is because I've never actually tried a gooseberry before, whether in liquid or solid form. I don't know, just looking at those little green hairy balls just sort of puts me off a bit. Kind of reminds me of Shrek. I don't know why. But what I do know, I think gooseberries are supposed to be quite tart, so it'd be interesting to see how they coincide with the sweet and quite floral elderflower. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. So yes, Aldi's specially selected, which is pretty much like, you know, Tesco's, you know, upper branded stuff and everything, I guess. So this is made with 100% pressed apples. Very clever marketing ploy there. So it's made with 100% pressed apples, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's not made with anything else, like sugar and sweetener. So you got to be prepared for that. So, comes in 500ml bottles and is 4% like every other infused cider pop and fruit cider out there. Duty and tax reasons and all that. So, made by Jonathan Blair, and he's put his own signature on the bottom there, so it's got to be market quality. A refreshing, gently sparkling cider with flavours of tart, juicy gooseberries, and delicate elderflower. Well, hopefully it is going to be delicate and not overpowering. Cider with gooseberry and elderflower flavours. Does have little calorie information on the back here. This bowl contains approximately 1 serving. Well, I hope so. So you get per half a pint, which is 284 mils, which is weird because this isn't a full pint bottle, but per half a pint is 114 calories. Per 100 mils is 40 in this bottle, so work out the math from there. So yeah, basically 200 calories in this bottle, if you're wondering. So anyway, let's waste no more time. Let's get this open. By the way, if you're hearing any noise in the background, yes, I am currently filming this during Storm Storm Eunice, that's what I meant. Little bit concerning, because yes, it is quite strong winds, so if you're watching this, well, by the time you watch this, it'll be over, but hopefully you all stay safe during it, so okay. I'm not going to lie, on the nose, that doesn't smell of elderflower. I don't know what gooseberry smells like, but that actually smells of lemon and lime. Lemon and lime squash. Interesting. That's not the taste. That's not the nose I was expecting. So, right. Well, colour is, well, as you can see, it's lightly carbonated and very, very light, light straw colour there. A little green tinge behind it. Almost kind of looks more like a pear cider or a perry in the glass rather than an actual cider. So, well, I mean, it looks alright. What does it smell like? Oh, geez, yeah, it's getting bad. Oh, boy. Okay, so yeah, it really does just smell of like lemon and lime cordial mixed with a slight floral undertone to it, but it's very subtle. So thankfully the elderflower is not completely overpowering here. I mean, it actually smells quite inviting and it smells like it's going to be quite refreshing, so let's find out if it actually is. Cheers everyone! Is gooseberry a good addition to a cider? Well, let's find out. Okay, well the first thing that instantly hits me about this is that it's got quite a light body, almost watery. For some reason, I was expecting this to be quite thick and cloying, but actually, no, it's got quite a light body. Do you know what? It's actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad at all. Yeah, it's really refreshing. I'm going to assume that the lemon and lime sort of flavours that I'm getting is going to be the gooseberry. There's a little bit of tartness there. The elderflower is very, very subtle, very subdued. You wouldn't even really know it's there apart from the aftertaste, which has this nice floral sort of aftertaste to it. Yeah, I mean, there's no massive flavours going on here, but what is there is actually, it's not bad at all. I'm quite surprised by this, actually. I mean, I kind of want to say that there's like a sweet green apple undertone to everything, but I'm wondering if that's just the gooseberry that I'm tasting. But if there is that sweet green apple taste, that's definitely a step up from other cider pops I've had. It doesn't say anywhere on the bottle about that at all. Very, very basic information on the back there. Well, I mean, that's it. It's just a very refreshing cider pop, I guess. So, well, final taste for a final verdict. Wow, there you go. I'm very surprised by that. I would say this is definitely better than the 99p canned offerings that you can get in Aldi stores at the moment. Some of them have been okay, but then others have really been not great. In fact, I have a feeling they actually did another elderflower flavoured cider pop in a can. I'll put a link in the card up there so you can go and check it out. But I would say that this one is definitely miles better than that. I don't know how much I paid for this, but I mean, with Aldi, it's not going to be expensive, is it? So, oh, there we go. I'm surprised. No cloying, sickly sensation at the back of the throat either. So, has sugar been added into this? I don't know. It doesn't say. Well, as I said, very surprised. So, for a final verdict, I'm going to go, and I didn't think I'd give this, but I'm going to go and give Aldi's Gooseberry and Elderflower Cider Pop a 7 out of 10. Yeah, just pleasantly surprised by this. I would happily drink this again. Well, I'm going to drink it now, but if someone offered this to me, I definitely wouldn't say no. Nice, lovely flavours going on, nothing too overpowering, and just really refreshing and juicy. So, there we are. That's another episode of, well, Cider Pop Central for you guys. Hope you liked it, and I'll be back next time with, well, another Aldi Cider Pop offering. That one I'm a little bit more dubious about, but you'll see why when I get round to it. But until then, I'm definitely going to go and enjoy the rest of this Gooseberry and Elderflower cider out. So, well done Aldi, you've done a good one. Take care guys, till next time.